Hi everyone, welcome to Robot in 3 Days at Kettering University. My name is Kirsten and I'm here to talk about scoring strategy and a little bit of everything. So let's go over a scoring summary real quick. Obviously, in autonomous, you're going to want to move past the line and get out of your starting area to score 2 points. During teleop, there's a ton of ways you can score using the notes, which are the orange circular rings in pretty much every picture you've seen of the game so far. So if you score a ring in the amp, you can get 2 points during autonomous and 1 point during teleop. If you score them during the speaker, which is the highest scoring goal, you can score 5 points during autonomous and 2 points during teleop. Now, if you amplify the speaker using the amplifier, which we can get into a bit later, you can score 5 points per note when scoring. Now, in endgame, you can park on the stage to get 1 point, you can climb on the stage using the chain to get 3 points, or you can get a spotlight on the stage and get 4 points per robot. Also, if you have a harmony, which we'll talk about in a second, you will get 2 points per additional robot. And if you score a note in the trap, which is the amp size scoring area on stage, you can get 5 points for that. Now, how to amplify something. Once 2 notes pass through the amp, the human player can decide when you want to amplify the speaker. Now, when the speaker is amplified, you can score the additional points. It doesn't matter how many notes you score, you'll still get that bonus, as long as it's within the 10-second window. If you want a spotlight, during endgame, a human player can throw one of the high notes, which are the rings with the white markers on them. You can score them above the stage on the microphones, and if you do that, you will get the additional points per robot. Now, if you want to get a harmony, that's when 2 or more robots are hanging on a singular chain, and you'll get those additional points. Now to score the cooperation points, if both alliances use notes in their amplifier and press the cooperation button, within the first 45 seconds of teleop, you will gain 1 cooperation point. It's not a ranking point, it is different. It is used for tiebreakers when you have the same amount of ranking points. And it also lowers the threshold needed for the ranking points. So let's go ahead and talk about the ranking points. Obviously, you get 2 points if you win a match, 1 point if you tie it, 0 if you lose. If you achieve a melody, which is where you score at least 18 notes or score 15 if you got the cooperation point, you will receive that ranking point. And if you achieve an ensemble, which is at least 10 points scored on stage with 2 robots hanging, that will also get you a ranking point. Now that that's all out of the way, what's some basic game strategy you can use? Well, obviously, score a lot of notes. It's pretty simple, but it can be complicated. You have to have a lot of communication between your alliance partners to be able to score a lot of points in a very timely fashion. So you have to talk to people, you have to devise a strategy. A good coordination between scoring in the amp and the speaker is going to be critical. So you have to have constant communication between your human players and your drive coaches to figure out when everybody is ready to make a shot at the speaker. You press the button and all 3 teams can go within 10 seconds. Now, there will be a limited amount of defense because of the rules. There is a limited amount of contact you can make on the field floor, so you have to be very careful of when you can contact another robot. It will be a huge swerve game, whether people like it or not, so having a swerve robot will give you an advantage no matter what kind of team you are. You're going to want to have the most nimble kind of a chassis imaginable. Even if it's like a Mecanum drive, you'll want to use that. So that's basic game strategy, but if you want to talk about Robot in 3 Days strategy, what we're going to do, we're going to avoid the first every bot design because that design's already out there. We don't want to repeat that. So we're going to focus on scoring on the amp, not the speaker, but we're going to work on a ground pickup mechanism because that's not really shown yet. So we're going to work on that and see what comes up, and we'll have a bunch of prototypes ready for you. So this has been Kettering Robot in 3 Days, and we'll see you soon.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineered their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow and check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.